Salutations, swashbucklers of the sky. Spring 1917. The Allies are losing the war in the air. Germany's Air Force dominates the Western Front with a range of superior aircraft and a roster of famed ace pilots, each claiming scores of kills. Britain's Royal Flying Corps struggles to compete. Most replacement pilots have experience of less than 10 hours. The average lifetime of an RFC combat pilot is 17 days. A steady flow of new aircraft designs are launched into the skies above war-torn France. New innovations are a gamble. Some are effective, some are not. Aviators risk their lives with unproven technologies. Those that beat the odds either adapt quickly or are lucky. This, of course, is Automatic with Automatic Games. Thanks for joining me for another installment in my Battlefield 1 series.
I have nothing left to bet, you idiot.
The plane.
That's rich. Oh, why the hell not? I got you beaten anyway. What have you got? Wipe your mouth, Blackburn.
That wasn't supposed to happen. But you know, I'll be taking that plane anyway.
What the bloody hell? You lost! I beat you!
The thing is, Rackham, it's a very beautiful aeroplane, and you're kind of a jackass.
I beat you fair and square, goddammit! Stay the hell away from my kite! Oh, you bastard! You can't do this to me! I beat you! I beat you!
My name's Clyde Blackburn. I'm a pilot and a gambler.
I'm George Rackham! I'm George bloody Rackham! Listen to me! You bastard! Keep off my aeroplane!
If you asked me to name my biggest fault, I'd have to tell you. I'm just not a very honest person.
Welcome aboard! I'm Wilson, by the way. You must be George Rackham.
Sure, I'm Rackham. I'm your guy. Let's get this kite up in the air.
You're George Rackham, son of the 4th Earl of Windsor.
That's right. Hip hip baby.
The Bristol was everything it was advertised to be. A pure joy to fly. It was a crisp, sunny day, and everything would have been perfect had I only been alone.
Hey back there! It's a great day for a picnic, don't you think?
Right, you see that plane up ahead? You need to catch up with it.
Yeah. So listen, I know this little French place. Maybe pick up a couple of girls.
What are you talking about? Girls! This is a test flight. You need to follow the route that plane is setting for you.
Okay, you're the boss, apparently.
We kicked this off by flying in a Bristol F2, an iconic biplane of World War I. You know, I thought George Rackham kind of rang a bell, and I wondered if that's a historical figure. It sounds like a familiar name, but I'm probably thinking of Jack Rackham, who was a pirate, I think. I'm not too well versed on pirates, but... So yeah, I don't know about George Rackham. Anyhow, our protagonist here is Blackburn, Clyde Blackburn. And yeah, we've taken to the skies. Friends in High Places will be a 4-part series, and altogether just another small installment of my Battlefield 1 presentation. Campaign mode, of course. Now, when it comes to air combat, I'm lucky to know that that's a Bristol, but then again, they kind of just said it was. The only plane that I really recognize from World War I is the German fighter that that Snoopy often took to the skies to shoot down. Anyhow, what I do know about with World War I aviation is Zeppelins, because I'm a fanatic when it comes to Zeppelins. I'm sick with it. For some reason, I'm a bit obsessed with all of that stuff, the Hindenburg, etc. Anyhow, I imagine we'll get into those later in this series, but for now, we're just practicing against blimps. Barrage balloons. These kind of balloons were used not just to take the brunt of barrages, make it difficult for enemy fighters to maneuver, but they were also used to spot. So sometimes they were manned. Unfortunately for those manning it, it's not an enviable job. The whole idea stems from the United States Civil War, when we used balloons. Hot air balloons, that is, to see deep within, beyond, the Confederate lines, kind of map out Confederate works. Well, the idea, obviously it's grown exponentially over time, at least as far as at any rate, by 1914, and the years directly following that.
So, can I ask a question? Sure. Why does George Rackham, son of the 4th Earl of Windsor, sound like an American?
I pick up accents easily. Probably be speaking French by the time we got to Jerry's beat.
I see.
You're a very suspicious man.
Yeah, I wondered if the gunner would pick up on the fact that George Rackham, quote-unquote, doesn't have an accent. I'm glad he did. He's not that dim.
Christ! Germans! What do we do?
What do you think? We shoot him down.
Well, we're in it now. It appears to be 4 of these fuckers. And that's F-O-K-K-E-R-S. The iconic German triplane of the time, developed by Anthony Fokker.
Bloody hell, this is really bloody dangerous!
Those planes are, were made famous by Richthofen, the Red Baron of frozen pizza notoriety, who was, of course, a German ace pilot.
Whatever gets us back on the ground quickest. Looks like there's only one
And those triplanes, the one flown by the Red Baron is, as I alluded to earlier, the very plane that Snoopy from Peanuts often took to the skies to do combat with. Not sure if that ever got resolved. Now the handling on this Bristol, I'd say she flies like a charm. Oh, that guy went right into the mountain.
Who's next?
That was too close for comfort.
You can say that again.
Yeah, I'd say she flies like a charm, but, it's a little rickety, but not bad for a 19-teens plane.
What you can from up front.
Apparently I've got to do some tweaking here, while with some mid-flight repairs, as it were. It's kind of nice that you can undertake that
More
task.
Jerry's!
I see him. Hang on to your knickers.
And if that weren't enough, here come another wave of German triplanes.
Jerry's playing for keeps. Hold on.
Let's see if we can shoot these Fokkers down. One thing that I really enjoy, and oh, there goes our wingmate. But yeah, one thing I really enjoy and that you may notice is the proximity damage you're doing with the machine guns. Played way too many games where you just shoot at a plane until it blows up. It doesn't matter where you hit the plane. Here, it apparently matters. I haven't totally experienced that with multiplayer flight, but, You know, you tear up a wing, you're going to see them flying as if their wing has suffered quite a bit of damage. Same goes for the tail. They're going to lose some maneuverability and some stability from the loss of their tail. So that's kind of cool. Another one into the mountain. Oh, that was a near miss, which, as George Carlin would point out, would be a hit. One of my favorite lines from him is, and I'm going to keep it clean, but, you know, he says when you're approaching a plane, and they say, you know, welcome, get on, you know, feel free to get on the plane. And he says, you know, more or less, screw you. You get on the plane, I'll get inside the plane. I'm paraphrasing. It's been a while since I've listened to Carlin's stand-up.
Too easy. Hold on to your knickers, wingnut.
Where do you think he's going?
That way. And we're going after him.
So apparently that'll bring this mission to a close. I'm gonna move to the cinematic, and I'm automatic. And I do appreciate you watching. As usual, if you like this, like it.
To hell with base.
Pull up! Pull up!
Take cover! Whoa, look at that!
You okay? Yeah, I'm okay. Let's get these pictures back to base immediately!
All right.
That's how we accidentally discovered where Germans were keeping their munitions for half the Western Front. And Wilson's pictures would help HQ launch a major assault. There was just one problem.
I'm not sure about this.
Come on. We did a great thing. We'll get medals for this.
We weren't even supposed to be there.
When the commander sees these pictures, he won't care. We did a great thing. We can do it again.
I'll make you a deal. If we pile up on this, then you need to promise me that you'll get me back in one piece.
Sure thing.
Promise. I need your word.
Okay, I promise.
Stay here. And don't cause any trouble.
You know, I did like the guy. But he was kind of naive.
Sir, you might want to take a look at these.
Saints alive, your man must be
One hell of a pilot. Before we knew it, we were back in the air.
More to come. Talk to you soon, friends.